nasty.
All right. What's up, guys? You're listening to Certainly Cynical. I'm your host, Mike J, here with my co-host, John. We had a little bit of a giggle here because our producer can't seem to get things right. We're not recording with headphones this week, so that's just fucking terrific.
And if you have any problem with the sound or you have any complaints, you can fucking complain to him at the CC Sound Guy.
The CC Sound Guy on Twitter.
And tell him how great of a fuck shit job he's been doing.
Yeah,
You're gonna
and
be
he's
fired
talking about
after
getting
this.
us boom stands. He can't even get the right equipment to get our headphones in.
Nice job, bro.
Take your nap, dude. Go ahead. Just take a nap. I'll wake you when the 60 minutes is up, all right?
Dog, you're fired. I'm
Awesome.
building a wall after this. Too soon.
Moving on. So what's been going on with you this week, John?
I have this test to study for.
Yeah.
I hate school.
College. Yeah. Well, we're almost done.
I hate college.
Almost there.
Who was that guy that made that song, I Love College?
I don't know.
You should know him. He's white.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that one guy.
Fuck that guy who said, I love college. I don't like college.
Yeah, I got you.
Otherwise, that...
What test was it?
It's going to be a test on the urinary system, so that should be fun.
All right, so it's a pee-pee test.
Exactly.
So, all right. So, there we go. So, we learn a little bit about peeing, and we get our good grades, and then we get out of school, right?
Mike, what happened with you, bro?
I don't know, dude. I'm really excited. I actually just got my cap and gown today, so graduation soon. So, I'm
Yo, get the fuck
peace.
out of here. Graduation.
It took
Graduation.
Took you a while.
Yeah, I gotta learn how to say graduation before I graduate, but we'll get there. Baby steps.
All right, bro.
So,
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. What you doing for Thanksgiving? Anything special?
I don't really celebrate Thanksgiving like that. Like,
Well, it was all just a bunch of white people, so I'm sure that you're very opposed to that holiday.
Look, don't get me started.
Oh man.
No, I have a very small family, so it's basically me, my mom, my brother. There's no need.
I'm sorry, I just gotta interrupt you. I just heard you started by saying I have a very small, and then you kind of just like
a small family.
no,
and
no.
I have
You kind of like zoned out like when you're about to say family, and then you kind of just stopped for like a brief like lapse in time where you said I have a small family. So I have a dirty mind. I continue. I'm sorry. That's how our day is going so far. I am just doing swimmingly. And
Mike,
John
you're fired. Mike, you're fired. Mike and Bruno are fired.
John has just been doing
Next
like a
week-
series of face palms all day.
Next week, I might rehire you, Bruno, depending on how I feel. I might get another ethnic person to do the podcast with
You
me.
better have all this equipment too, bitch.
I'm hiring you, motherfucker.
All right, so
But anyways,
Thanksgiving.
My Thanksgiving, I don't really celebrate it that much because it's just 3 people in my household.
Okay.
So what we'd usually do is we buy our favorite dishes from different restaurants, and we have our own buffet, and that's our Thanksgiving, and it's lit.
And it's lit. Okay.
What about you?
well,
How's your basic ass white Thanksgiving? I said white Thanksgiving.
Weirdly enough, we get a turkey.
Oh wow!
So, yeah.
Like everyone else.
Yeah, we're unique, just like everyone else in that
Great.
sense. Yep. We have a turkey. See, I would have thought you would get a turkey because I know how you like your food. You like to eat a little bit.
Dog, you look like a turkey that's uncooked.
Okay, I can't deny that.
If you want a roasting session, bro,
so
we can go there.
don't start because you're gonna get me started now too. No, you know what I like? They have those the sweet potatoes with the marshmallows. You ever have that?
From Boston Market?
Not just in general.
That shit is, oh my god, that shit is so good.
I mean, it doesn't have to be from Boston Market. I mean, homemade
No, it
is
has to be
pretty
from
good.
Boston Market.
Boston Market's
Getting our
good.
shit from Boston Market.
Boston Market
Mac and cheese.
and the cornbread.
And the
Oh
cornbread.
my god. I gotta give me a dozen of those. Oh man, that shit is so good.
The
How about
chicken.
The cream spinach, bro.
I never had that.
Yo, you ain't have that shit.
Okay,
I'll
well,
try
we're not gonna go to.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving dish?
Not from Boston Market. I'll tell
It
you.
doesn't have to. Just in general.
I told you. What did I just say? Repeat to me what I just said.
I
to
wasn't
you.
listening to you. I really didn't listen.
Speak white people.
Yeah, I don't really care.
John doesn't listen to me. That makes me all sad. The what you call it? The sweet potatoes with the marshmallows.
Okay, so mine too. Hey,
then
we actually agree on something.
Okay. That's
I gotta wash my hands after this.
yeah, first time for everything. So I like that. I like the smashed potatoes. It's good shit.
You're fired.
You're
fired.
All right, and talk about the day after. Your favorite holiday, Black Friday.
How is that? Why is that my favorite holiday?
You tell me.
What are you alluding to?
Well, let's see. You're wearing all black. You
are black.
Black rims,
Thank
black
you.
cards.
Thank
black
you for
on
saying
black.
that, so I don't have to.
Black strap. You know what that's for? No.
No.
No Jay-Z. Oh, fuck you guys. All right.
So Black Friday. You do anything special for that?
I don't have Black Friday money, dog. So I'm gonna be sitting at home and celebrating Black Friday in the comfort of my home.
Yeah, just trying not to
Hopefully, people don't get trampled on. People don't act crazy or wild because there's no need to be doing all that. You guys are doing extra. Speaking of doing extra, your man's Kanye. What happened with him, dog? Because this dude's wilding out, and he needs to be like put in a closet somewhere and not. He's not
needs
allowed
a straight jacket.
He's
and
not
like
allowed
a
phones. He's not allowed to have phones. He's not allowed to have any type of outside communication. Now, for those people who don't know, Kanye decided to say in his concert, in his Pablo concert. By the way, did you listen to that new album?
Which one?
Pablo, Life of Pablo.
No, I didn't hear it. I don't pay attention to Kanye.
So, anyways, his concerts are kind of, you don't know what to expect. And one of his concerts, it's basically he stops and he was talking.
Wasn't he down here recently?
No, he's going to. Well, he's not going to be down here now because he canceled everything.
Well, yeah, he canceled.
But
shit.
he decided to stop the concert to talk about how he didn't vote, but if he did vote, he'd vote for Trump. And Black Twitter was fucking roasting the fuck. They didn't want anything to do with him. So we traded him to the white delegation. So you now have him.
Oh, great! Can we trade him back?
No, you can't trade him back. There's no
you guys can have Justin Bieber then.
No trade backs. I'll take Bieber. Do Bieber now?
JB.
I'll take JB.
JB's
JB's hard
for Kanye.
JB's hard, bro. JB.
Oh my
that
God.
His new records, his recent records they're hard. I fuck with them.
Okay, you know what? I'll tell you what. You can just take them both. How about that?
No,
take both of them.
No, you have to. I'm trading Kanye to the white delegation.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this seems to be like a recurring thing with these celebrities, as far as like not voting. You had Colin Kaepernick openly come out and basically brag that he didn't vote. So there's, I guess, the second dude who.
No, you don't like Colin, right?
I'm not a fan of Colin nor Kanye.
Why?
All right. Let's start with this.
Because they have something in common. Ladies and gentlemen, they have something in common if you look between the lines. So
Kaepernick is a piece of shit because, number one, it goes back to the arrogance and overconfidence as far as what we were talking about last week. Reminds me of the football McGregor in one sense, except McGregor is actually good at what he does and Kaepernick not so much.
Yeah, that's true. But
number two, if you want to go back to the whole national anthem fiasco, you had that popping off. So
you wasn't with that?
No, I wasn't with that.
Why?
Because
I was with that.
Okay.
And then he kind of just went left.
Well, and that's the thing. Now, I started saying that Kaepernick, that whole thing, I mean, not to just talk about this for too long, but that was a publicity stunt. If you look at his hair, if you look at his national anthem nonsense.
You really think that was a publicity stunt?
I know it's a publicity stunt. Because now he's coming out saying he's not voting. So he's just trying to keep up with the trends. That seems to be what's on Kaepernick's agenda.
Well, the man said that...
it's also going back to that whole thing, with disrespecting the flag, disrespecting the troops and whatnot. Because
but he never did that. But he never said that.
But just because he doesn't say it doesn't mean he doesn't do it. If I look at you like this, like all pissy, right, and I give you the stink face, I'm not saying fuck you.
No, but if I ask you, no, because if I ask you, Mike, are you mad at me? And you have a stink face, and you say, no, I'm not. I'm gonna say, all right, cool, you're not mad at me. You just have a bitch face.
I just have a bitch face.
You have resting bitch face.
But you look at
the man said, I'm not disrespecting the troops.
Okay, just because he says it and like it's actions.
It's
versus
not disrespectful.
intentions. But hold on.
Why does a flag?
But hold on. Now, time out. Wait, let me finish what I was going
I
to say.
don't really care about this.
Okay, no, I don't really either. I don't want to get too caught up in this. But then you had like the Seahawks receiver, Doug Baldwin, right? And he said that we're not going to kneel, we're not going to sit during the national anthem, we're just not going to put our hands over our hearts, and we're going to like interlock arms. So it's like brothers in arms type thing. Okay. That I'm down with. That shows like unity, solidarity. So if you want to send a message while not being disrespectful, that's a good way to do it. Agree?
I guess. Because to me, it don't matter. They're gonna talk. They're gonna say shit about interlocking arms and putting your fist in the air and some shit. So whatever. Okay, whatever pleases people, I guess.
So I win.
That's basically what it boils down to. You just wanted to win. That's all.
I win. All right.
People always want to win.
So continuing on with football, I'm winning even more in football because my Cowboys are 9-1.
You would think you going
Sunday.
out on the field and you were playing with the Cowboys the way you talking.
I am in spirit.
I see.
In my heart, they're with me in my heart. It's official now. Romo is back from injury.
They got him the fuck out of here and they told him sit your ass on the bench and warm that shit up.
Yep,
for
exactly.
Dak,
It looks like he is the water boy, the official water boy for Dak.
There was a meme I saw and it was like a picture of Romo and this old guy, and the old guy's like, Romo, what are you doing with that helmet?
That might have been
and
either Jerry or Garrett.
And he's like, I just wanted to sit on the bench, and they just have him on the bench.
Well, I mean that looks like where it's headed, and it's kind of tough to watch like my idol for the last 10 years, and like when I first started watching the Cowboys, Romo was the quarterback. Yeah, and it's very difficult to continue this conversation.
Shout out to our fucking producer Bruno, who's snoring right now.
Yeah, it's very difficult to talk over snoring in the background. We're gonna move on as best we can.
Fuck, it's okay. Let him live, bro. Just keep talking.
Thank you for monitoring our sound this time. And if you're watching this in post and you're editing this, fuck off. I'm not getting you your sparkling bubbly water.
At the CC sound guy, if this shit doesn't sound right, you just fucking
let him know, please.
Let him know and be like, "Fuck you for."
We're looking at him right now, and he's just in Wonderland right now.
So, now my turn. The Patriots, which wasn't really surprising. 4 touchdowns. My fantasy
against the Niners, but okay. Against Kaepernick,
I
your
don't
friend.
give a fuck. I never say he was my friend. I was just agree with him. Just because I agree with you don't mean make me friends. Friends is a very strong word, by the way.
Well, you disagree with me a lot, so are you my friend, I guess? That's too bad.
Acquaintance of Jace. Friend of Jace, I guess. It teeters between those two, depending on what you say. So that was great.
Your Patriots won. Surprise.
My fantasy. Oh yeah, you don't play fantasy this year. You didn't play.
I don't play fantasy.
I'm third place, so I'm trying to get to second. This motherfucker needs to lose so I can move on up. What else happened?
Well, as far else as football, we have the Browns, just like the Patriots, winning yet again. We had the Browns losing yet again. So the Browns are sitting pretty at 0-11.
Listen. Cleveland is a fucking third world country, all right?
Well, third world city.
You had one win, and that was for LeBron. You better pray to LeBron that you get another win this year, which is not going to happen. The Indians, that shit wasn't going to happen from the jump. That was just something.
Well, they were up 3-1, just like the Warriors. They blew a 3-1 lead.
Yeah. So did Hillary. The Browns, they're never winning, dog. So you might as well get over it. Anyone from Ohio? Sorry to break your heart.
I mean, the Cavs. You guys were pushing it with the Cavs. Yeah, is basically what John is saying.
Yeah, you guys have the Cavs. So just pray that nothing happens to Kyrie.
I mean, really, with the Browns though, it's one thing. Thompson. It's one thing after another. I mean, because they started the season. They got Robert Griffin, and that was like supposedly like their biggest QB acquisition in a while. Well, since Johnny Manziel, which was about a year prior. So
is he still,
Griffin
doing crack somewhere?
What?
Is he still doing crack somewhere?
Most likely he's like passed out in a pile of piss in a bar somewhere. So that sounds about right.
I hate when people like make it and they just fuck it up afterwards. Like there's 100 other people that want to take your spot.
Well, I mean, what else is there to do in Cleveland?
That's true. Oh shit! This whole podcast is gonna be about
this has become
Cleveland.
like a very anti-Cleveland rant.
This is gonna be
very
about
fast.
dissing Cleveland.
So
don't worry, we're gonna diss other cities too.
Yeah, let's give them props. Let's give them credit where credit is due.
For what?
They lit a river on fire.
What?
The Ohio River caught fire like several decades ago. I don't know how those motherfuckers did it, but
Okay.
Cleveland, you get the W for that.
No, you don't get the W because I don't know about it. Probably a bunch of other people who aren't
It
from
was like
Cleveland
an oil
don't know
spill
about
or
it.
something.
I don't give a fuck. They had the BP oil spill. That was bigger than Cleveland. Even they lose in that too.
Bigger than Cleveland.
Even they lose in that too. All right, next.
So as far as the Dolphins go, just because we have to do a quick shout out because South Florida and whatnot.
Shout out to Miami.
Yeah. Well, they're 6
Not the
and 4
Dolphins,
right
but
now.
Miami.
They're 6 and 4. So and put it like this: they're 6 and 4. Patriots are 8 and 2. Right? They played earlier this year. Now I know you're not really. I'm not trying to play the what if game here, but if the Dolphins had won that game, the Dolphins would be 7 and 3. The Patriots would be 7 and 3. The tiebreaker would go to Miami because of the head-to-head win. Dolphins would be division leaders. I'm not a Dolphins fan. I have no allegiance to them, but just saying they were one win away
All right.
from.
I've never been to Miami.
How long have you been living?
Sorry,
there for?
I'm lying. I've been to Miami twice. Bayside. That was it. For the fucking. You never did the boat ride thing, where they take you to like the different islands to see like all the.
That's a different boat ride for white people, John.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You guys don't have those boat rides. My bad. They take.
You're just talking about a boat ride. I'm like, I don't think I've been on that kind of boat ride.
No,
dude. I'm white.
I didn't even think about it. Shit. No, they take you to. You're on a boat.
Okay,
And
where do they take you once you're on the boat?
And they show you like different famous people's houses. So you see like
Star Island.
yeah. So you see like Shaq's house, and you saw like Jennifer Lopez's house, and
And speaking of Shaq, real quick, shout out to Shaq because he just got his jersey retired, or he's gonna get his jersey retired.
Shaq is listening.
Yeah, hopefully. One can only hope, but he's gonna get his jersey retired when the Heat play the Lakers next month. So that can't be a coincidence that it's gonna be against the Lakers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of NBA, the shit that happened with the Raptors. I didn't watch that game, but clearly.
Well, I didn't see the game either, but I did see the highlight. And basically, the ball was inbounded. It looked like it was tipped. Terrence Ross popped a very long three and drained it before the shot clock. Basically, it was a buzzer beater. I
Raptors looking good.
Trapped myself there with tricky wording.
Raptors are looking real good.
Well,
for this season,
they did beat the Warriors, but they didn't beat the Kings apparently.
They beat the Kings.
Well, not according
Not
to
on
the
the book.
NBA.
Not by the
It
book.
looks like they had because I just got an alert about 30 minutes ago or about an hour ago from right now, the time we're recording. The Raptors were going to submit a formal protest over the finish with the Kings. But then the NBA looks like they just responded not too long ago, about 45 minutes ago, saying that that the officials were correct in overturning the Terrence Ross call. So there's that. So
the NBA fucked up again. Cool. Basically.
Essentially.
That's usually what happens with NBA.
Yeah.
With
Well, I
referees.
mean, look, it's good that the Raptors are getting out there on protest, and it's good that
Speaking of
that they're
protests,
just
are people
making-
protesting still? Or did that die?
how long have we been recording for? 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
This
probably
is the third
still,
episode?
they're probably still
Do we know?
I mean, you can look it up. But
I'm too lazy. I'm gonna take a guess.
so aside
All
from
right.
that, now just moving on to other sports news, USA coach Jurgen Klinsmann just got canned. So, thoughts on that?
Who uses the word canned?
Means fired, John.
I know, but why would you use the word canned? Why didn't you say fired?
Do you know what the word synonym means?
Yes.
Okay, and what is fired to canned?
I understand, but why not just use fired?
Okay, are we going to get caught up on semantics here? Look, he was fired. He got the boot.
Cool.
He's done.
Sucks for them.
No, thoughts on that? Just sucks for them.
Sucks for them, bro.
And who's them? Wait, hold on. Who's them?
All of them.
All
Team
of them.
USA.
Team USA.
Yeah, man.
And you're not a them to Team USA.
I'm not part of Team USA, am I? Do I play soccer?
Do you live in the country?
I live in the USA.
Were you born in the country?
But I'm not part of the Team USA. Are you part of the Team USA?
But I am. Well, I you know what? Actually, yes, I am.
No,
Not the soccer Team USA, but I
that's
am
what
part of Team United States.
Oh, jeez. Oh, here we go.
So, look, as far as Klinsmann goes, I think that this was a long time coming because now here we go. We have the
I didn't even know you follow soccer like that.
little bit. Clear my throat.
I only see it when, like, they have the big fucking final games. But
Well, yeah, and that's it. And then usually once the World Cup swings around and they start playing games in the States, and
so do you
people
go for
nuts.
USA for the World Cup?
Do I look like I can afford to go to USA for the World Cup?
No, I'm saying, is that who you root for during the World Cup?
Yeah, who else would I go for? Peru?
Germany.
Germany. Yeah.
Like, I fucking called it last time, and guess what? I won, and I got like $300. So
Good stuff.
fuck everyone who lost against me.
Oh, I was there for that in Miami actually. I wasn't on a boat ride. I was actually in
Oh, you're fucking funny.
in a bar in Miami, and
Don't be making fun of people's struggles to get to this country just because you were born here.
oh, God.
Whoop-de-doo.
Here we go with your little privilege rant.
They're trying to make something of themselves here.
Okay, I never
Coming
said
from-
anything was wrong with that.
Coming from the bottom. Start from the bottom.
Look at you, John. You still at the bottom.
And now they, hey, you know what? I still am at the bottom.
I feel like we did that joke already. Probably not. But anyway, all right. So Klinsmann's gone, and like I said, it was a long time coming because now here we are. USMNT is struggling to make the qualifying for the World Cup, and on top of that, he kind of alienated a lot of fucking people by not playing Landon Donovan, and that's kind of like benching Kobe, basically.
Landon Donovan still plays.
No, I don't even know because I thought he came out of retirement, but
That's why I thought.
No. But I'm talking about in 2014.
Yeah, I know he
When
was
he-
big in 2014, but
Yeah.
I'm talking about now.
Well, I was referring to back then with Klinsmann when
Oh,
Klinsmann
okay.
didn't play when he didn't make the squad
Meaning-
for
right.
yeah. So that kind of pissed off a lot of people. So like I said, it's kind of like benching Kobe.
Because who was the guy for it? Was Clint something? I forgot his last name. It was like Clint
Dempsey.
something. Dempsey. Yeah,
That's like their star.
that was yeah.
But even he's getting up there in age. Like I don't even know if he's gonna make this. Well, no, he probably will.
He will.
But the next one, I mean, I think what is he like 32 now or something? Said like he's getting
I
up there.
guess so.
He's getting up there. So aside from that, so time for your favorite story. You brought up this whole little thing about Sage Steele.
No.
I never even heard of.
So listen.
What
hold on.
happened?
So listen.
So go
Remember
ahead.
how last week when we were doing the podcast?
Yeah.
And after we finished recording, I was like, yo, this shit was a dry ass week. I hope something pops off. And literally, as soon as I got home,
Mm-hmm.
about an hour later, boom, Sage Steele surprises us. So thank you, Sage. Thank you for giving us something to talk about.
Yeah,
That
this
shit was
would have been a very dry segment of talking about Boston
that
Market
shit.
cornbread.
What do you mean? Listen, man. Hey, Boston Market should sponsor us too, along with Hennessy.
After this shout out.
Along with Hennessy. But listen. Oh, and Publix too, because Publix subs are amazing.
Well, that was our first time shouting out to public subs, so there's a potential sponsorship.
Fuck with
there.
your boy. Sage
Let
Steele.
us know if you're ready to roll with the big dogs, Publix.
What is Publix's like?
Where shopping is a pleasure.
Its net worth. What is his worth?
Oh, I have a lot, dude.
A lot more than me and you in
Yeah.
a lifetime.
Like combined, like between our three net
Walgreens,
worth.
mess with your boy.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out Walgreens. Shout out.
Shout out to
Publix.
Walgreens. I work there now.
Oh,
Sage Steele. Basically. So when I was saying, man, I hope we get something good for next week that we can talk about because
Right.
this shit's been dry. Actually, have you noticed? Besides the Sage Steele thing, have
Mhm.
you noticed that ever since Trump won, shit's been kind of calm. Besides the protests.
I guess you can say that. I mean, aside from like the whole Bannon Breitbart thing, I mean, we talked about that last week.
And there's some type of petition now or something for fucking Bannon?
There's a petition now. I think it's got 100 or several 100,000 signatures to get Steve Bannon off of Trump's team.
Yeah,
And-
so if you want to sign that petition, I don't know where you go for it, but Google it and you'll find it. Or if you don't and you like a white supremacist next
That's
to Trump,
cool too,
then that's cool too. Whatever floats your boat, man. I'm down with whatever.
It's 2016 going 2017. Let's get crazy.
2017, yo, it's lit.
Fuck.
That's what I told you. When I run for 20 and 20, what was it, 2036?
I don't know.
Can run?
Well, how old are you now? 22.
Yeah.
So 35 minus 22. So you're looking 13 years. So 13 years from now, you're eligible to run.
All right. So 13 years from now, you guys are gonna remember this podcast. It was when there was like 50 of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna remember all 50 of you guys. And
Oh
you guys
yeah!
are gonna
Shout out to the 50.
shout out to the 50
that,
people that did this.
that watched our. No, I mean like that's cool. You know that you got to start somewhere.
Oh
So-
man, but I might put you guys in my cabinet or aid or put you in some type of position.
Yeah, all
of
our
power.
subscribers.
all 7 of them.
You all 7 of our subscribers for now. For now.
Shout out to Mike's mom for listening.
Thanks,
too.
Mom.
Thanks, mom.
So, but yeah, so continuing on with Sage
with
Steele.
Sage, man.
So let's break this down.
Yeah, let me break it down for you. So basically, she made a post on Facebook talking about diversity.
Was it just Facebook or did I mean?
Well,
I don't think it would
this
have
is
been Twitter either.
this is past like 140 characters.
Yeah,
so
I'm
there's
looking right
no
now.
way
This was on Thursday, so this was like
There's no way this could.
this was apparently just hours before we recorded.
after we finished recording.
No,
which
no,
was-
before because I'm looking Thursday
Oh,
at
it was
3
before?
o'clock. Yeah.
Oh,
So not that it matters, but
who cares? Anyways,
we already
so,
had our topics.
So she talks about how she's a proud biracial woman. If you guys don't know who Sage Steele is, she's a host on NBA Countdown, along with Jalen Rose and Chauncey Billups. It's on ESPN2, I think, or ESPN. I can't. One of the two.
Okay, so she's like a sports personality.
Yeah. Like how Molly and like Jamil, whatever her last name is.
Carrie Champion. Carrie Champion.
Yeah. So. Basically, she was talking about diversity, and she was talking about how we should embrace diversity.
And it
which-
started off
which is
pretty
great.
good.
And I was like, cool, I like it. And then she was talking about how, well, unfortunately, African Americans and people of color. I don't. Why do they say people of color?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
That, I
understand.
mean, it turned into like an uplifting, self-esteem raising.
It sounded great.
Yeah, but then it turned into a rant
And then-
real quick. Like things went downhill pretty
Then
fast.
it went
man.
downhill afterwards. So she was talking. Well, first off,
It says embrace diversity, like in like early on in the first paragraph, embrace diversity. So here we are.
well, that's her headline. So that was
Well,
way for everyone to
diversity,
catch
but I'm
it.
looking
Yeah.
like a little lower. It says embrace diversity!
You were reading this as we go, by the way. So,
Yeah.
basically, so she's saying that we people of color continue to cry for racial equality and diversity and acceptance, and rightfully so. That said, why are we continuing to tear down those within our own race? Why must we shun those within our own race who think differently, marry outside our own race, vote differently, have good hair, or speak differently? This, I agree with her to a certain extent, because the problem that I see is that we shun people within the community. I've seen this happen many, many times. A person is not wearing the right outfit, or they're not wearing these type of brand clothes, and
Or hanging out with the right
and
type of people.
and people joke on the fuck out of.
But
these
it doesn't just
people,
go
man.
for the black people.
And
I
it
mean,
just
this goes for like.
This goes for
people
black,
in
Latino,
general.
just people of color. So I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for like Hispanic and Asian people, so I don't know. But what I can say is that she has a point, and I agree with her on this. Is that we need to do a little bit more uplifting, especially when it comes to businesses. Now, this whole talks about racial discrimination and all of that. These protests, honestly, they're not gonna do shit. They bring awareness. They let everyone in the world know this is what
that's
they're
the
upset.
point.
This
That's
is
the
what they're
point
doing.
of these protests. Is
But
to
they're
bring
not going
awareness.
to make change overnight. If you want to make change overnight, and I was thinking about this, this country doesn't respect women. We know this. This is not the guy
Well,
who's
not
elected.
everybody in the country, but
What?
I mean,
Not everyone knows that.
no. I'm saying like, I mean, you're saying like the whole country like doesn't respect women, but
Not the whole country, but I'm
there's
talking about
people
in
in
the
this
workplace.
country that
there's
that
in the workplace.
don't
there's-
show respect for women, minorities.
There's what?
you know.
Yeah. So
I mean, let's not speak in
these
generalities. but
protests,
pretty much,
these
yeah.
protests aren't doing anything. What this country respects is the power of a dollar. And with that being said, I think the statistic is that black people are the highest spenders when it comes to buying things. I think they make up
Where'd you
majority
hear
of
that
consumers. They make a majority consumer out of. I'm not even pulling this out of my ass. They're a majority consumer in this country. I wish I had it up, but it's the shit that people buying. It's the Jordans. It's the fucking the brand names.
God.
It's the fucking like none of these people are doing shit for you. Jordan ain't doing shit for you.
Well, I mean, that's going into like brand loyalty.
But this is what I'm saying is that those things, Walmart's not doing shit for you. Target's not doing shit for you. If you people right now are planning on what to get for Black Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying don't go out and don't participate because like that's like telling a smoker to stop smoking immediately. What you can do is you pick a store that you're saying I'm not gonna fuck with this store for this year, and let's say it's Walmart. So Walmart gets hit hard, and they say, listen, along with the protest, you say, hey, Walmart, until you talk about, because, do we agree about how this country is run by big corporations? So,
for the most part.
So, with that being said, hey, Walmart, you see us getting mistreated unfairly, you need to do something about it. Or one of you peoples who's these lobbyists that talk to these Congress people need to do something about it. Until then, we ain't shopping at you at your place at Black Friday.
Yeah. Well, boycotting seems like it's like a thing of the past now.
Because people want to talk and then not do it. Like
right, exactly.
You can't go and talk about.
It's like. Sorry, go ahead.
No, talk.
Well, I was gonna. Yeah, no, I did too.
Great. So, great.
No, I remember now.
Now, okay.
So, it's like the people that say, oh, like we want change and this and that, and then they don't go out and vote. That's, again, going back to what I was saying with Kaepernick, what pissed me off. So his whole thing is about change. He wants things to change. He don't want people to be oppressed anymore. He, accepting diversity, and it's a great message if you take it at face value. But then when it comes down to getting things done, to actualizing it, to put it into effect, and to start executing, this is where these type of people fail to show up.
Well, I mean, he did donate like $2 million or something like that.
Okay, I didn't hear about that, as far as voting goes, so he's talking about making change, but then again, he's prepared to let somebody like Trump.
We can't kill the man for not voting. You can't kill someone for
not voting.
No,
but I just think it's kind of ironic. Somebody who was just preaching change and just
Did you hear why he said he wasn't going to vote? Because he says that it doesn't matter who you're voting for as the oppressor. So what he's saying is that the country as a whole is oppressive. It doesn't matter who I vote for, which is what goes back to that conversation.
It does matter because you're picking someone who, I mean,
the conversation that I talked to you about how this country, it doesn't give you. You don't get to choose who you're choosing. You're choosing between Coke and Pepsi. That's your choices. You don't get it. Remember, I had this discussion with you about this.
Oh God, not again.
Well.
Look, my point is that the whole thing of change. Even if you don't vote for president, okay, look at what happened in. Let's just take Florida for example, because we
live here. Hey,
yeah, we're living here right now. Shout out Florida.
Don't pray for us.
Yeah. So here we are. Forget about president for a second. We're talking about reelecting our senator. Okay.
That I agree in.
So
that I definitely agree.
There's change on a state level at least.
We need to.
We voted on the amendments. So now we have medical marijuana now.
The only fucking amendments we knew was 1 and 2 because we weren't educated enough. Like when you went to the poll to vote, did you know who the fucking judges were? Did you know?
I didn't know the judges, but I knew everything else. I knew the amendments.
I didn't know the judges. I honestly did not know the judges, and I'll be honest. And I need to familiarize myself with this. I need to know the judges.
Thing is, it's tricky to do research with them because like they try to keep their parties under wraps.
Right. I knew the senators, but I didn't know like the representatives, and I didn't know any of those things.
Yeah.
That stuff.
That's smaller,
the mayors,
but still,
the mayors, all those things. I need to know those things.
But that's as far as your district level.
Right. And I think people need to be educated with that. So back to Sage Steele.
It's a lack of education.
Back to Sage Steele, what she was talking about, how people aren't, how we tear down each other in our race.
Mm-hmm.
I think we do both. We celebrate and we also tear each other down. But I want to see more of people's, what's the word I'm looking for?
Uplifting.
Not. I guess uplifting, but supporting. I guess are you supporting? But supporting businesses, especially locally owned businesses,
Mhm.
and if it's for African American community, support black businesses. Okay. There's a place in New York and it's called Chinatown. Okay. Now people call it Chinatown because the entire fucking strip is just stores after stores after stores owned by Chinese people. What did those Chinese people do when they came here? They saw this, they pulled in their money, and they said, "We're gonna open this store. I'm gonna open a laundromat. I'm gonna open a shoe store. I'm gonna open this fake handbag store, which they shut down. They probably got it low key somewhere. I'm gonna open a Chinese spot. You're gonna open another Chinese spot. Um, what are you doing? You recording? Man, you
I'm-
always distract me while I'm talking.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
So,
In LA, the Koreans they
mhm.
have a strip. I don't know what they call it, but
Oh shit! I mean, if you want to talk about that, look at New York. I mean, like
that's what I just said.
you said New York.
I said Chinatown in New York.
Oh, I didn't hear the in New
Yeah,
York. I
because
didn't
you're
like
too
just
busy
Chinatown.
recording. That's weird. I think I'd punch you if you were recording me while I'm sleeping. Look,
It's too funny. I'm sorry.
these people, the Jews do it. The Arabs do it. The last time I went to New York, right? So,
Which was how long ago?
like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, shit, I
So
was in New York more recently than
there
you.
was a guy. So there was this Arab guy. I don't know his name. He
This
worked.
sounds like the start of a bad joke. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, no, no. He worked at
It's like your boat riding story.
Shut up.
All right.
He
so,
worked at Kennedy's
Yeah.
chicken spot.
Kennedy's Chicken.
Kennedy's chicken spot.
Is that like a New York thing?
I think so. I don't think there's another.
I mean,
Kennedy's.
you have to explain things to me. I'm
It's a chicken
Floridian.
spot. It's a chicken spot.
Okay, I know what a chicken spot is. We have them down here.
It-
Good morning,
You're
sleepyhead.
you're fucking fired.
Producer just woke
You're
up.
fucking
That's
fired.
good.
Who sleeps on the job? So
This is why we don't
Then
pay
I-
him.
Somebody who has a job, you piece of shit.
then I literally saw him about 4 hours later at a deli. Same guy. And then the next day,
Wait a
I
minute.
see
Is that
him-
really the same guy, or are you just trying to make a joke saying that they all look alike?
No. If anything, you look alike. All you look like.
Well, that's why I wear glasses. I have to set myself apart.
All of you with glasses look alike.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So, and then he works at like another deli, and I'm like, I told him, I said I could have sworn I saw you at the chicken spot and the deli the other day. He's like, yeah. I was like, do you work 3 jobs? He's like, I'm in rotation. We have 9 stores. It's me and like 5 other Arab people, and they all pulled in their money to buy one store. They all work at that one store, take the money, and go and buy another store. Take the money, go ahead and buy another store, and they fucking expand it. That's amazing. That's what we should be doing.
So,
That's what you should be doing.
okay, so that's the word
That's
you're
how you
looking
should
for. On top
tighten-
of supporting, you're talking about expanding.
Expanding the community, make your own dollar, not worry about these people, other people, pleasing these other people. They're not gonna give it to you. You have to make it on your own. So why not? And I keep hearing, well, the product is not good. How the fuck's the product gonna be good if you don't put money into it?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not gonna be good.
Well,
But you
I
have
mean,
to
and
buy
that's
it,
now
even if it's
starting-
shit.
But now you're starting to go into more of these, supporting like mom and pop type businesses, and
Right.
not like
This
your,
is going back to
your
what.
Walmarts.
But
and
this is
whatnot.
what going back to. That's why I agree with
Uh-huh.
what Sage said when she was saying that we don't uplift each other, and I
mean,
agree with
she
her
had
to a point.
She had a really, really good first part of the
Right.
segment.
Now let me tell you when she went left. So basically, she was talking about her mom and how she was raised by an Irish father and an Italian mom. Basically, her mom married a black guy, and that's how Sage was made. That's how babies are made. When 2 people love each other very much.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you didn't know.
Shit. I'm gonna have to read up on that. I didn't know that.
I didn't get to the reproductive system in my AP class, so I can't tell you in depth. When I get there,
I can't tell you any further. When I learn about it in school,
when I
I'll
learn
let
about it
you
in
know.
school, I'll let you know. I'll let you know how it goes.
So they're gonna teach you the birds and the bees. First
Basically.
peepee though.
Yeah, at 22, they're gonna learn. They're gonna teach me this because I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
anything
because
about
we
it.
didn't do fucking sex ed in high school.
Nah, I skipped that class. It was icky.
Icky.
So basically, so she's shut up. You're fired. So basically, she talks about her mom who, with her colorblind heart, married her black father, and they had her, and then how she's married to a white guy, and her kids were biracial as well, and she basically said how great they were, and who gives a fuck? That's really what it comes down to, because I'm not looking at you and saying this person's not a person of their color. I just love them for them. You have to love the person for who they are entirely, and the color of your skin makes...
you know, it came on as like a little forced. You know what I mean? It's like she was, that's what it was leading up to. You know, to that.
Yeah, she was like sweetening it, and then like she's like, let me throw some salt in.
Yeah, it seemed like that. Now, also, I'm reading like a little bit earlier, and it says, "We as people of color." Is that something to like look twice about? Or?
No. That's fine.
Okay,
that's fine.
Right,
but
yeah,
she's
I'm
getting traded.
Not really one to speak to about.
Yeah,
that,
why are you talking about black issues? You're white, buddy. You're
Mind
white.
your business. So you're
Mind
doing
your fucking business.
So hold on. So you're doing what you told me not to do. You know, don't bring each other down. You got to show support. You know, mind your business, whitey. Yeah, whitey.
No.
Fucker.
No, I told you, there's this video. I gotta watch it when I go home because I'm gonna have a good laugh. It says why blacks and Hispanics can make fun of white people and get away with it, and whites can't. And I gotta watch it and probably tag you in it.
Yeah,
this is gonna be
tag
fun.
Me I'll put the link down in the description.
Yeah, I'll find it. So otherwise that, the black delegation traded Sage Steele for Doris Burke. So now we have Doris.
Oh wow. Okay, so it's a bunch of trades. So so basically what you're saying is white people from this week ended up getting Kanye West.
Yep.
And Sage Steele in exchange for Doris Burke and a first-round pick in next year's draft.
You want first-round pick? That's fine.
That's a fair trade,
that's
right?
I'll give you it.
So, all right, well, continuing just on what she said. So instead of rolling your eyes at my black father for selling out, shouldn't you be praising my white mother for her colorblind heart?
Let's talk about that, actually.
Oh,
so,
gosh. I mean, but that's what it seems like. That's what's getting to me, because it seems like the whole like part of diversity was just like canceled out just from that.
No, praise my mom and my husband for being white and marrying
for being
a
white,
black
and
person.
then the other one for being colorblind. You
right,
know what I mean?
for marrying a black person because they would face scrutiny. So let me ask you something, because you said,
I mean, as a journalist, like this, just the writing here, just like it's so like it's such a slippery slope, you know.
So I'm gonna ask you a question.
All right.
I think I asked you this a while back and you never gave me an answer. Are you down with the swirl?
Am I down with the swirl? Did
Yes.
you ask this on the podcast already?
Yes, and you didn't give me an answer.
I could swear. No, this was in a practice run. You actually never asked me that. So why don't you go ahead, while we have a few minutes, explain what that is, John?
Are you open to an interracial relationship?
Am I open to an interracial relationship?
Specifically with a black person, a black woman.
And I said yes. So what's your point?
Okay, so do you feel like you would face scrutiny from your peers or your family members, or?
I mean, potentially, but that's not. I mean, but it seems like here when she's saying it, it's like that's why they did it, is because they wanted to, like, you know, an excuse to make some sort of headline or to be able to overcome scrutiny. But you know, it seems like she kind of off-puts the fact that it's two people in a loving, committed relationship, and it more becomes about race, you know. So, I mean, that's at least what I'm getting from it. I don't know. What do you think?
I think she just wanted to make her mom and her husband like, oh, they're fucking amazing because they're white and they loved me for me being black, and they could have got joked on, but they stuck through it. Like, you love the person who you love. It doesn't matter the skin color. However, the skin color is part of the person that you love.
Yeah, and you know, you're gonna face scrutiny for a relationship, even if it has nothing to do with race. It's, you know, there's always gonna be something as far as like, oh, you know, you guys are age, you know, you guys are like, you know,
yeah, but
too old, like one is too old,
but
or
you
as far as social class too, you know, why are you rich and you're marrying a poor guy?
Right, but we're
like
not in
that,
fucking
you know?
feudal times where a fucking prince can't marry. Because I'm a prince, but
oh my god,
but
face palms all around.
Can't marry no peasant chick. All right, it doesn't matter.
All right, so you hear that, gentlemen? Don't marry any peasant chick.
This peasant chicks got some bomb. They got this bomb. They're the rich ones. I feel like that would happen. I lost my train of thought. But look, personally, like you were saying, you're gonna get flack from
shit
anything,
no matter
but
what.
you shouldn't be getting flacked on because of a color of someone's skin. Like, you like what you like.
Yeah.
You know, We're not going depth on what we like because that's gonna be a whole different episode, and that might have some misogyny.
I feel like I'm gonna have to answer a lot of personal questions.
It's gonna have a lot of
more
misogyny.
way more in depth than am I down with the swirl.
A lot of locker room talk.
Yeah, no, we're not doing locker room talk on my show.
Your show. I'm the star, man. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's news to me. That's news to everybody.
I'm the star.
My name is first, but you're the star. Okay.
Because remember, I didn't work. It didn't work. Affirmative action did not apply on this podcast, so I had to go second.
Oh, okay. Disqualification is still a loss. All right. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I guess I see her point, you know, in the whole thing of hypocrisy here. But then when it started to get real bad, and I'm looking for it right now, but I don't see it. But she started saying, okay, yeah, now here I see it. So when you start calling me a sellout or a blank, I can't say that word.
What's the word? I'll say it.
I would rather you didn't say it. Or a blank, I also cannot say that word, or any other derogatory term to let me know. Okay, let me just stop right there.
Where? I can't find it.
Look at the last paragraph. The start at the very last paragraph. It's a long one, like where it says you don't get a hall pass just because you're a minority.
Okay. So when you call me a sellout, a coon, or Uncle Tom.
Oh gosh.
All right. Or any
Ouch.
other derogatory
Stop.
term to let me
Stop.
know that you disagree
Stop.
with me. You lose every.
As a journalist, as someone who prides themselves on being a professional on a professional network, we can say that. Well, I can't say that word. You can say that word.
I'm a professional podcaster, and I will be addressed as such,
Yeah.
Michael.
So, you know,
You're going to put some respect on my name.
We don't have a network here. Not yet, at least. But we don't have any filter at this point. We have no need or desire to be professional. Professional. Well, actually, yes to professional, but no to formal. But for someone who's a formal professional, for someone who's a journalist and works for a respectable
Listen, you work for ESPN. You don't get to fucking say shit like that.
Right. Not even on your own accord. I mean, she's not
to
speaking for ESPN, but she kind of is.
You can say it in your private time with some friends, but don't be saying that and putting it out there.
Yeah,
for
I mean,
the
now
world.
you post it on Facebook. I mean, and that's the thing. Like, you know, when you go out, I mean, even they tell me, like, where I work, like, when I have the company shirt on, or, you know, like, company gear or logos on me, fucking behave. You know?
Ooh,
like, what?
Because, if anything, I'm going to call Grubhub. I'll call Grubhub instead of fucking Delivery Boys. Is Delivery Boys or Delivery?
Yeah, so my point is that when you're repping the company you work for, you know, and that goes for when you're on social media, like Sage Steele was at this moment, you gotta fucking
She pulled a rookie
learn
mistake.
your place.
She pulled a rookie mistake.
How long has she been on the job for, dude?
Sage been doing this for a while now.
So she should know better.
She got
so
her
I mean,
feelings.
this is where the meat of it is when she
pulled a
said
Kanye.
these things. I mean, basically, you know what's funny? This reminds me. About a year ago, I was in this class, right? It was a communications course, and we had to post on like the class's like website.
This ought to be good.
Yeah, it's funny actually, and it was about culture, right? And it was a very vague question, so I can see why people got caught up, right? And it was a discussion board. It was like a forum, right? Mm-hmm. And the question was, and I don't remember it verbatim, but it basically asked, what are some words that are used to offend people or groups of people? So what I looked at it, I'm like, what the
N-word.
What is this guy talk? Like, yeah, like, what does he want me to say?
Put the N-word.
No.
That's what you want him to do.
So I went ahead and I said, I just basically typed out, I was like, derogatory words, racial slurs, or anything used to offend people or groups of people would be
Mike,
unnecessary words.
safe.
So now I go on the discussion board. I'm like, let me just see what everybody else put. And they were not filtered. It was the N-word. It was the C word. It was the bad word for Jew. It was the bad word for Muslim.
There's
it was
a bad word for Jew?
Kike.
How's that? I don't...
You can't... Okay, there's things that you can and you cannot say when you refer to people or groups of people. Like the N-word, like the...
I'm not gonna fuck with Jews. Jews control shit. So
okay.
I'm not trying to get shut down.
Okay, all right. And,
I love you, Jews.
And,
Happy Hanukkah. Whenever that is.
Mazel tov shalom.
Mazel tov
Yeah.
shalom.
Here
Shalom.
we gotta. John's pulling a Breitbart here. No. Okay.
I'm not pulling right,
But
but I have my
my
yarmulke right, or what's it called that you put on your head?
I think it's the yarmulke. Yep. Yeah, he's wearing that right now. Believe me. All right, but here's the thing. So just like that post, I mean, not to be fair with that post, that was a very awkwardly worded question, and I definitely had to walk on eggshells to avoid any flack for that. But it seems like my classmates didn't.
They did it for you.
Didn't care. Yeah, they beat me to the punch. But my point is look. I mean, you don't freaking do that, dude. I mean, look at the words that she said. I mean. I mean, forget about that. She's like representing her company. I mean, she's been with ESPN for a while now. She should know better, right? Than to just blow up with this kind of language and, you know.
She got into her feelings and she pulled a Kanye.
That's it. It was extra.
Kids
Don't
stay in
listen to
school.
us.
I mean, technically we're kids. Kids stay in school.
25 and under, I guess.
Listen, if you don't own your own shit or live in your own, you're still a child. Stay in school. Don't post your feelings on Facebook or Twitter. If you're broke like us, you're still a kid. You got $0 and 0 cents to your name.
Just cry about it.
Just
in
cry
private.
about it, and sit in fetal position.
Yeah, look. You can't bombard people with crap on Twitter unless you're Donald Trump. Is basically what we're trying to say.
He's like armored. Like he can say whatever the fuck he wants.
Well, now he can, but that's another.
No,
rant
he
for
said
another
whatever
day.
the fuck he wants, and he still wants, so it doesn't matter. So unless you're white and rich, you can't say what you want to say. Act accordingly. This is what I've been going through since day one.
Mm-hmm.
It's telling you guys there's a certain time and place to be how you're gonna be. You need to check yourself.
Check that privilege, though.
That's you, buddy. We'll go on that too.
Yeah.
We'll name that episode Mike's White Privilege.
Oh, okay. I can't wait.
That'll be episode 4.
It's got to be this soon, so now this whole week
All right.
during Thanksgiving, I got to be
right.
working on like
You're
defending myself.
You're right. Episode 5. I think episode 4 we're gonna. I don't know what episode 4 it's gonna be.
Episode 4.
About the misogyny.
Pandering to sponsors, I guess.
Misogyny.
Misogyny. Oh, yeah.
Misogyny.
Misogyny. Episode 5 is check your privilege. Episode 6 is pander to sponsors. But
and then
all
go
in due
from there.
time.
We'll go from there.
And then, yeah, we'll figure it out. See, like this is so easy. I wish I would have known it would be this easy.
I told you have to think ahead, bro. It's chess, not checkers, bro.
Oh, okay. Yo, now I want checkers.
Ew. I'm the only one who's not fans of checker. I don't like checkers.
Like checkers.
I don't like checkers.
Yeah,
I think the fries are.
the fries are okay, but
last time I ate their fries, I literally hated myself. For
This
the rest of the
motherfucker
night.
wakes up from his sleep to talk about fries. You're a fat ass, by the way. I just want to let you know. You're a fucking fat ass.
he just wakes up.
He wakes up. Hey, I like fries.
I don't care about no privilege or diversity. I just heard about
Fuck
curly
fries.
fries.
I heard about checkers fries, and I'm up. Let's go.
Work, you can suck it.
So,
boo-hoo.
all right. Well, aside from curly fries, so what about Sage Steele? Anything else that was interesting?
No,
I
bro.
mean, just
She's been benched. Some white chick is now on the panel. I don't know who the hell she is, but
Doris Burke.
it's not Doris Burke.
It should be.
Doris Burke is in the she's invited to the cookout, bro. Your little bland ass Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, okay.
She's gonna be invited to the cookout.
You're no seasoning ass.
You're no season
Thanksgiving.
ass. No use of adobo and sazon
Yeah.
or lemon pepper, bro. You can't even put some lemon pepper on that shit. Damn.
On turkey?
Oh, we got Martha Stewart, by the way, too. I just want to let you know.
Oh well, she's with Snoop Dogg now. So.
Yeah. That show was amazing, by the way. That show was amazing and uncomfortable at the same time to watch because like Martha puts out like innuendos, like, "Oh, this turkey is so big." I'm like, Martha, this is not good right now.
And to do it
I feel
in front of
weird, right?
Snoop Dogg.
I
like,
feel fucking weird right
I mean,
now.
she
I don't know how
must,
to.
like she must be giving him material to work with, like just when she opens her mouth.
There was the episode. There's an episode with where they had Rick Ross, and Rick Ross was like feeling up on Martha, dog. This was so uncomfortable, and I was like,
and that's a big boy, man, to be doing
"No, he's not
that.
big. He lost weight."
I don't care, dude. Once an Escalade, always an Escalade.
Are you fat shaming? Oh, here we go. Episode 4. We're gonna fat shame with misogyny.
Yeah.
So,
You're
alright,
fat
so what were you
shaming
saying?
me.
So Rick Ross.
Nothing. He
Anything
was just
special?
feeling up on Martha, but she's on the black delegation, so it doesn't matter.
Oh boy.
You have to come up with your starting 5 for white delegation. I don't know who that would be.
What is
Probably
it?
like
What do you mean?
Stephen Hawking's.
Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
What's so special about him?
I don't know. He's on the white delegation.
Oh,
You can't get any whiter than
well,
that.
let's see. Well, you already got Doris Burke.
Yeah.
I told you guys can have JB.
I'll take JB.
Okay.
JB's records are hot right now.
Okay, but in return, I want a big superstar.
Who?
Jay-Z.
Get the fuck. You can never have Jay.
Oh, come on, Jay-Z for Bieber. You wouldn't do that trade.
Get the Mike. Mike, leave the fucking room, dog. You're fired. You're triple fired. Don't ever disrespect the god.
So, all right. Well, as far as Thanksgiving goes, hopefully everybody has a very happy and somewhat healthy Thanksgiving.
Don't get too fat.
Yeah, try not to get too fat. As far
Actually, just eat the food and then hate yourself later.
as,
That's what I'm doing.
Black Friday, try not to get killed. Oh, you know it's pretty exciting though on Thanksgiving. So, the tradition is you stuff your face with turkey in this house.
I'm not a turkey guy, but okay.
Okay, and then you got the I forget what that's called.
Stuffing.
The sweet, stuffing's gross. But you have what is it? The sweet potatoes with the marshmallow thingy.
Yes.
I like that.
How the fuck did you forget your own dish? Your favorite dish?
You just pick it up
Dumbass.
from Boston Market. You're good to go.
Dog, if you're on the go and you don't have time to make fucking... I'm sorry, my mom's not Martha Stewart and she can't make sweet potatoes. She sucks at cooking. Sorry, Mom.
Burn cereal.
We go to fucking Boston Market. It's lit.
Boston Market's fucking sweet
It's
potato.
the shit.
Never said anything. But in place.
Or sweet potato fries. Oh.
But in place of a home cooked Thanksgiving meal, you can't get much better than that. And
We have home cooked. It's called Boston Market. It's made from Boston.
it's Boston Market
What's the
cooked.
shit? We just buy extra stuff.
We
from
just
Boston
buy
Market.
extra.
Okay.
We cook
So
the turkey. We make our own personal family fucking stuffing.
All right, fatty, shut up. Enough from you. Go
Back
back
to
to
bed.
sleep.
back to bed.
Fuck y'all, I'm
Good
eating all
night.
your asses.
So no, okay. But aside from that, we, because our team is actually relevant, we play every Thanksgiving. So the Cowboys are going to be matching up against the Redskins. So let's put it like this: turkey ain't the only thing that's going to be getting stuffed on Thursday.
Wow, Mike, that was so nice.
No, but I look.
I
That's
should have cut this podcast off like 5 minutes ago.
look.
I was trying to signal for you to turn it off at like the 5-minute mark, but
No,
god
well-
damn, Mike.
Okay, are you not excited? If it was the
3 minutes left.
Patriots,
Can you not pull another cheesy bullshit like that?
No, bro, Mike. Mike, are you on Tinder?
am I on Tinder?
Yeah.
No.
Mike, go on Tinder, bro. All the chicks
You know,
like
right? Swipe right on those.
swipe.
Swipe right on those hoes.
What swipe right on the hoes? Oh yeah, episode 4 will be called "Hoes, Misogyny, and Fat Shaming."
Oh,
We gonna get some views.
I think you guys are gonna have to
no,
substitute
listen.
me for that.
Oh, it's gonna be lit.
Birdman hand.
I'm
rub.
about to be a Mike on this bitch. No, look, go on Tinder.
Okay.
All the bitches on Tinder, they love corny ass pickup lines. You're perfect. They'll swipe right on you immediately. Just put one of your corny lines, cheesy ass lines.
I don't
in
think
the
that was
description.
corny. Look, if it's true, it ain't corny.
If any joke you tell me, if I tell you it's corny, put it in your fucking.
Okay,
description.
because he's like the fucking scholar, like
I'm gonna help you, bro.
the judge on what's corny and what's not.
I'm
You
gonna
know,
help you, bro.
He's the king of humor in this.
You're gonna get some hoes, bro,
in
from
the
Tinder.
studio,
You're gonna get some
apparently.
Tinder hoes.
Can't
Swiping
wait.
right, super like.
Yeah. All right. Well, just to wrap up, and hopefully John won't talk for the rest of this. This
No.
way I can just do my monologue.
All right, so listen, I really want to do this segment where people actually email the show, but no one's emailing the show. So the email for
Because
the show,
nobody fucking emails anymore. I don't know what y'all are thinking with that.
or fucking
Just hit me with the Twitter.
just hit me up with the Twitter, whatever.
On
but
the Twitter.
But the email is certainly cynicalpodcast@gmail.com. But you can hit either of us up, and hit up CC Sound Guy, the CC Sound Guy, for the fuck shit job that he's doing. Hit me
Listen
up
to
at
this.
Jay
He
the-
wants bubbly, sparkly water. Like he's not comfortable with
Calm
what
down,
is
Mariah. You ain't
essential,
shit.
I don't
purified drinking
What's
water.
wrong with fucking Zephyr Hills?
He wants his Zephyr Hills.
All right, Zephyr, chill out.
No.
So
You didn't do work all day. You just sat and slept for about.
no wonder
45
Trump wanted to
minutes.
deport y'all. Anyways.
Whoa.
So-
cut his mic.
My Twitter is JTheDon718. Mike, yours is I don't fucking know.
Mike check _12.
He thought that shit was slick.
I thought that was very funny.
You
yes.
can add us and ask a question or comment us, tell us that we're fucking suck or that we're fucking great, but tell Mike that he sucks. Or if you have a question,
Okay, go ahead.
Let us know.
Lie to my face. Go ahead.
Mike, you kind of do suck, bro.
That's why my
you kind of suck, dog.
That's why my name's first. But okay. So, any rate, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Eat well. Don't eat too much or do. We don't care. Happy Black Friday. Don't kill each other or do. Follow us on the Twitter. You got the podcast, certainly cynical podcast at gmail.com. Hit us up because apparently people still do emails these days. According
Do
to
people
you.
not do emails?
Not for for professional stuff, yeah, but
Trigger fingers turn into Twitter fingers.
all right.
No.
With that, we're gonna sign off because
Hey.
now we're starting to quote Drake. So that makes me mad, and we're peacing out for now. All right, guys.
I got bars
See
next
ya.
episode. Peace.